Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We got our brake lines done. Every single brake line is on. That is awesome. Now, you see this one's stainless steel, this one's regular. Now, I bought the kit off Bronco Graveyard. This kit bolted right, or this one bolted right in. However, this one bolted into the master cylinder, but not to the proportioning valve. So what we had to do was, we tried to flare the stainless steel. We couldn't, it's just too hard. It kept sliding. So then I ended up getting this line. I don't care, I could care less as long as the thing breaks. And make sure we just got enough room for our steering wheel. So if we got enough room for our steering, then we should be completely fine. I know it is really close on these trucks to that mount there, but we should be good. So guys, I've been looking around for another part that I've literally been looking for so long, checking everywhere, checking scrap yards, checking for new, they don't make them new. And the entire time, it was in my garage. So I got this it was in with all the parts I got when I bought my 78 pickup for my parts truck. He built a Bronco, so he gave me a bunch of old Bronco parts, and this was one of them. I couldn't believe it. So I went in my garage, I'm like, I'm just gonna see if this is it. I doubt it is. I thought it was the 78 pickup one, but this is the fuel filler neck, steel fuel filler neck for the 79 Bronco. You can tell because you can see which side this is on. So for the 79s, on my gas tank, the little vent goes to the cab. The vent isn't to the rear bumper. So every time you try to buy one of these, a 77 one would work for a 78 Bronco, but it won't work for a 79. The vent is on the same side. So this will line up with the vent on the 79. 78, it would be on this side over here. So that's why this is so hard to find. You can't find these unless it's scrap or something. So I found it in my own garage like a meathead. It was here the whole time. And all my hoses, they line up, the cap goes on, and it'll go in there. I just can't believe I had it this whole time, and I was freaking out trying to find it. Because this is what we need to put gas in the freaking thing. So now that I have it, we can put gas in the tank and run it properly like the Bronco's meant to be run, not through a jerry can. All right, we got it all in here. The cap's on. Now the only problem is this is cut. You can see it's supposed to be the same length. So what I'm thinking is I put the hose over this lip and then clamp it just back here. I think that should do the trick. If not, we'll have to figure that out. But that's just a minor issue. I have a bunch of old pipe here that I can use. So there's that. And then I'm just moving on to this door here. This is off the F-150, I believe. Way nicer than the Bronco one. So I'm gonna be cleaning it up and restoring it, basically. Basically what I did with this too, I just grinded it down just with the wire brush, with the drill, and then painted it up. And then this, if you guys are doing this grommet here, you put this in first, get some, like I just use this, lithium grease, and just sprayed it in there and then slid that right in. It takes a bit of pressure, so don't be afraid to push it really hard in. But once it's in, you can see it lines up kind of like on there's a little lip there. But yeah, she's mint. So I just painted this guy up, sanded it down as best I could, painted it. Now I took the door off the Bronco. So we're gonna be working inside the garage. It's nice warm in here. And we're gonna be just getting this thing all tidied up. As you can see, I did paint some already. So we're gonna be just dealing with some of this rust here and just rust coating it. These doors they're pretty good, but they are dented and stuff. They're not the best doors. I really hope I can find some, but they are good enough for now. So we're just gonna do our best with what we got, as we always do on this channel. So we're deciding to go full send on these doors here. We're gonna use them. I have 6 doors. These ones are the best by far. I decided to go like full send. It's completely stripped except like that stuff, which will stay. But you can see here I'm working on the windows and seals and stuff. This door I'm going to be using as a donor door, I guess you could say. Because if you look here, we got locks from the 78 F-150. That's perfect. We'll put this key with my Bronco, and we'll put these door locks on the Bronco as well, but on this door. So I don't have the key to this door. I don't really want to buy a key and some locks, so we'll just do that, swap them over. But yeah, we're going full send mode right now, trying to get this stuff done. So guys, I know this video is kind of jumping around a little bit just because I'm trying to do a bunch of different things, a bunch of small things at this point, to be honest. Besides the quarter panels, everything else is kind of minor. So what I just did was I put the dash back in. Look how good that looks. She's mint. I got the little tubes all put to where they need to be. This tube is hooked into here. The tube's hooked into there. One is over there. It's bolted back in. The top's tight. The bottoms are just loose for now. This I just have laying here. I got that linkage in. Finally, it took me forever. I took this off and I was able to use pliers and get a good grip on it and squeeze it in. So the linkage is on. The last linkage you need is just from the steering wheel, which I'm gonna put in next. Steering wheel's gonna go in after I had like do all that stuff there, like put this window switches and everything back in. Steering wheel will go back in. And then we'll have steering, we'll have our dash. I'm gonna be ordering parts like the speedometer cable and the temperature gauge cables and stuff so we can get the dash going. But yeah, we got our seat, we got the rear seat fully functional, front seat's functional, passenger seat needs a little work in here. But yeah, dash is in, looks amazing. Before it was terrible, this was all rusty, surface rust. This had a cracked dash pad. So that dash pad is mint, matches the trim perfect. But the whole interior is just gonna be black. So when I get some better weather or we put this in the garage, if we get it running, which is the whole point, is supposed to be running so we can drive it into the garage and drive it out of the garage. So we've picked up some more parts. Now, this is a speedometer cable, so I can read how fast we're cruising. Now these are both for the door jams. Show you guys one here. These are the same though. To let the truck know the doors are shut or the doors are open. So they just plug into the little guy inside and then they screw through the door there. So a bunch of little stuff basically. Here, this is an important one. My ignition is super clunky. So I decided to pick up a new ignition with two new keys. My old key was gonna break. So I got this one. It turns really smooth compared to my old one. This is all off Rock Auto if you guys are wondering. Yeah, super smooth turning now to get this thing fired up. Thick keys too. My keys like literally almost breaking, so that's why I wanted to get that. We got this guy here, our little flasher. Mine is just like super rusty. I don't even know if it's working. We're gonna be plugging this guy in. Oh yeah, this is the temperature gauge cable. You can see in there, just a little cable. So that's to see our engine temps, which is huge when we're running this thing. This is actually the bushings for the sway bar. Those don't really matter. But yeah, so what I'm gonna be doing, guys, is I'm gonna go in there right now. I'm gonna see what I can get done with just these little few upgrades here. So yeah, guys, that's just plugged in right there. You can see how gross this one is. It's rusty and goofy. So yeah, it is the flasher, electronic flasher. Plug this guy in. See how that goes. We'll keep the old one too. This one literally feels so light, like there's nothing in it. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but let's plug her in. So guys, just clip her in like that, and then we also got this guy in. We're gonna be putting in the steering wheel. That's gonna be the last part of this video. So 4 bolts there, and then 2 up top here. On this side, you're just gonna make sure you attach it to that guy right there. Guys, look at this. And the steering wheel is in. Imagine me just cruising right now, listening to some Justin Bieber. Okay, steering wheel's in. Now, I have the shifter linkage finally. So since I've owned this Bronco, guys, it's never shifted properly. But now, I'll get you guys the view here. So if you look through there, it's mint. So when I bought this Bronco, it was in shambles. Like it was a half project. So what I mean by that is somebody already started the project. There was bolts everywhere. I didn't have half of the stuff. I never had the shifting linkage. I never had the gas tank. I never had a bunch of different things. So when I get those for the first time, that's a big step for me. And it makes me so excited. So shifter linkage is complete. I just need one C-clip just to hold that part from the column to the frame together. Right now it doesn't have a C-clip, so I wouldn't trust it too much. You don't want it to slip out when you're in drive or else you're screwed. So yeah, we want to make sure that's ready before we drive it. But I'm going to be buying a new ignition here, because you can see this one. Where is it here? This one's dirty, and it's got some corrosion in there, so I'll get a new one. I already got the new end for it, so I'll get the new back piece and then put them together. And now what I'm gonna do, hard to get in out of this old sucker. I'm just gonna plug this in to that guy right there, as you can see. And then I'm gonna go to the other side and we're gonna put on this piece and see if we got the clearance for it. So guys, it is all complete. I'll turn the wheel for you guys here. And we got all the steering pieces connected. Column shifter for the first time ever is connected. You can see it at the bottom there. Shifting mint. See, this clears the brake lines, which is perfect. Right past there, turns smooth. Another big milestone, guys. So guys, that is gonna do it for this video. I know it's kind of choppy, like there's a bunch of little things left. Now, we're dinging off a bunch of the big issues with this vehicle, which is huge. Like we have a bunch of little things to do, lots of body work, but no reason we can't get this thing driving for summer this year. So I'm very excited for that. Make sure you subscribe if you wanna see me drive this thing for the very first time. It's hyping me up just talking about it. But I'm so excited. This build has come a long ways. 2 years, 3 years? I don't know. It's been a long time. That's all I know. And it's finally getting to that point where I thought I'd have it last year. So now that it's here, I feel like there's less stress on me to get this thing going. There's lots of little things. Just keep working at it day by day, just like I do. Come outside, do a few things, you know, the way she goes. But yeah, guys, I'm hyped to drive this thing, and I want to show you guys when I do. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.